Access Sacramento presents Hometown Sports Game of the Week. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
The 2017 high school football season has reached its final weekend, and the main attraction now for winter sports, holiday high school basketball tournaments. And Access Sacramento is at one of the best of them, the 9th annual Running with the Pack Basketball Classic from Cosumnes Oaks High School. Tonight, in the first of two, Manteca taking on El Capitan in a very provocative matchup. Welcome to the Wolf Den here at Cosumnes Oaks High School. I'm Will James, along with Rick Stewart, and tonight we do have a spicy game for you. One of the newer teams in the section, El Capitan out of Merced, just in their 5th year of existence, but already making great strides in developing a successful program. And they're taking on a team that has already reached the pinnacle of success. The Manteca Buffaloes, just a year removed from a state Division I championship. Rick, nice contrast between the two teams, their respective histories, and we had a chance to see them in the opening round. Should be a heck of a matchup tonight.
Well, and it should be, and let's be clear about something. This is the reincarnation of El Capitan High School. They were the original high school in Merced, and through a series of changes, they're back. 5th year back. It's a tremendous for the program. The program's moving upwards, and it's really good. Now, we did see both teams play. They played really well in their games last night.
Well, second-year head coach Adrian Hurtado, guiding El Capitan, has really helped them move up the chart. They were 16-12 a year ago. Now they're off to an excellent 5-1 start. And his ball club is really maturing and coming together now. And the same thing for Brett Lewis's Buffaloes out of Manteca.
Well, and when you go to a state title and you win the state title, then all of a sudden that puts you in a different level of all the other teams you play. Everybody else is looking to knock you off, and El Capitan would like nothing better than to do that tonight.
Well, these teams do have a wee bit of history. They have met on one previous occasion, and it was in the 2016 season. Let's take a look at the last meeting, and it turned out to be a growing stride for El Capitan and a key win for Manteca in that opening rounder.
Well, in February of 2016, Manteca did win 70-53, and Dwight Young hit 6 threes in that game as the Buffaloes had great balance, and it was an opening round win in the playoffs for the Buffaloes. El Capitan did a good job to get there, and it was, like you say, a growing experience.
Well, if we look at the last outings for these two squads, they came in the opening round action last night right here at Cosumnes Oaks, and a victory allowed them to advance, and here's how they did it.
El Capitan did advance over Fairfield with a reasonably easy 59-36 game. The Gauchos' speed and their balance was just too much for the Fairfield Falcons in that game. In the second game we saw last night, our second team tonight, Manteca took care of Foothill 72-40, and it really didn't seem like it was as close as it was showing there, a 32-point game. The football players are back from Manteca. They had 4 practices with their full team. They were ready to go last night. It was their first win, too. They were 0-4 going into last night, so they really manhandled Foothill.
Well, they're fully manned right now, and that's certainly a blessing for head coach Brett Lewis, as you see there in front of that Buffaloes bench. Both teams are going to have to bring their impact players and rely heavily on them tonight in the semifinal round. And beginning with Adrian Hurtado's ball club, El Capitan will have to have their frontliners, their Grand Gauchos, put it on the line tonight.
Well, leading the team, the Gauchos, 0, Angel Cernan. He's a senior guard. He's their floor general. Has good, decent three-point range. Not really looking to shoot that way, but he controls it. Marcus McCutcheon, number 4, is a junior at the forward spot. Plays some guard. Solid defender, and he also has decent shooting range. Not necessarily an outside long-range shooter, but decent range. TJ Wills, number 20, is a senior guard forward. He has three-point range. He can't hit it there, but his on-court hustle is what you're going to see tonight, and that translates to good defensive plays.
Now, a factor that could pose some problems for Manteca is the Gauchos' height. They've got a big front line with 2 6'5s and 2 6'4s against a smaller, uncharacteristically smaller Buffalo's ball club. But Brett Lewis is going to counter with the Buffalo Stampeder, and they bring plenty.
Well, they do, and Gino Campiotti leads at number 3. He's their quarterback of their football team. He's a senior. He's only got a couple games experience this year in playoff, and he's rounding into shape. Number 15, Michael Ballard, coming off the bench as a senior, 6th man. Tremendous output last night. Good hustle all the way around. George Sedano, number 24, you're going to like watching him. Hustle, rebound, has decent shot, but knows how to play within himself in the game.
Well, everything is set up for a very entertaining and intense athletic performances tonight. This is a semifinal round here at Cosumnes Oaks, the 9th annual Running with the Cap Christmas Classic. And in our opener, El Capitan out of Merced, going to take on the Manteca Buffaloes. Don't wander off too far. We'll be back momentarily to continue our pregame run-up to tonight's first of 2 semifinal encounters on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. It's got nothing to do with fairness. Bam. Your whole world changes in an instant. And you never see it coming. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T, fast.
Welcome to the show, the big show tonight on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. We're in Elk Grove for semifinal round action of the 9th annual Running with the Pack Christmas Classic here at Cosumnes Oaks, and the first of two tonight here. We've got a semifinal opposing El Capitan of Merced against Manteca's Buffaloes in what should be an intriguing matchup between two teams that are basically in opposite camps right now in terms of what they've been able to achieve. El Capitan, a school just in its 5th year of existence, while Manteca has been around forever. Manteca captured a Division I state title in 2016, while El Capitan is climbing up the ladder under second-year head coach Adrian Hurtado, and they've shown some excellent basketball.
Defense. Their whole game plan was very structured, very organized, and they stayed with it the whole game long. And that caused the other team some problems. Obviously, you know, they got them a win, but at the same time, they really just focused on doing their job. And that's something that it's very, very difficult to teach teams at this age. Play within yourself, play within the team, set up, and just do it.
Well, and speaking with Adrian Hurtado, the El Capitan second-year head coach, in their opening round win when they blasted Fairfield, he was pleased with the pace they were able to set and the ability to rotate frequently, keep the pressure on, and tire out, wear down Fairfield, which they certainly did.
Well, they did, and that was, like you say, one of his things. He wanted to substitute regularly so we could try and run teams out. They don't always do that. But Coach Hurtado has got a good situation there at school. The administration is good for him. You know, it's a building program, and it's a restart. He can put his stamp on what the program's athletics are, basketball-wise at least, to where they know what they're going to do and what they need to do down the road.
Well, speaking of stamps, Manteca head coach Brett Lewis placed an indelible stamp on the Buffaloes' history as his ball club achieved a Division I state title in 2016. He started this season 0-4, and then after football concluded, he was able to receive several of his key players, and they notched their first victory of the season in the opener last night here at Cosumnes Oaks. As you see there on our split screen, Adrian Hurtado, El Capitan on the left, and Brett Lewis on the extreme right, seated along that Buffaloes bench from Manteca. He didn't panic though. They started 0-4, but he knew what the real deal was, didn't get flustered, and they're pretty close to being on track now.
Well, and that's the same thing that happened last year when they were waiting for football players to come out. They had a slow start, and then they built up. And they had a good year last year. There's no doubt about it. Didn't win the state title. I guess after you've tasted it once, then you expect it all the time. But when it doesn't happen, yeah, there's a little bit of disappointment maybe. But at the same time, they did what they needed to do once everybody got back and they had their full roster.
Crowd continuing to file in here to the Wolves' Den at Cosumnes Oaks High School. It's Friday night. The school examination finals have concluded. Should be a pretty free night, and I would anticipate by the time Cosumnes Oaks takes the floor later in the evening, we'll have ourselves a nice crowd here.
Oh, I'm sure we will. And speaking for myself, it's tough. I'm glad the final exams are over with.
Okay, let's take a look at starting lineups tonight, beginning with the visiting El Capitan Gauchos. There you see their excellent point guard, Angel Serena, with Sellers, high-scoring McCutcheon, Wills, and 6'5" Jeremiah Duda. And for the green-clad Manteca Buffaloes, they're a shorter ball club this particular edition than Brett Lewis has had in recent years. 2 years ago, he had one of the section's tallest. Campiotti, the football quarterback, now back on the hardwood. Berziaja, Range, Sedano, and hardworking Matt Ender round out their starting five. Both clubs on the floor. Manteca in their home whites, trimmed in the forest green. And the opening tip controlled by El Capitan. Drive to the bucket, a layup, good. Aaron Dickerson and Blake Roskelly are the game officials tonight. Whistle and a foul after that screaming layup by T.J. Wills gets the Gauchos off to a 2-0 lead. Right away, they show full court pressure, and they were successful with that. Here's a breakup and near steal, but Gino runs it down. Campiati into the front court. We're just underway, and happy to have you with us here for this semifinal round ball game on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Ender, a kick out, corner J on the way, got a whistle and a foul. And strolling to the foul line, Jordan Berciaja.
Fouls on Serena.
Well, they can ill afford to get their point guard in foul difficulty. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yes, and he played a tremendous game last night in their opening game.
Free throw pops out. Just a sophomore, Jordan Berciaja figures prominently into Brett Lewis's future plans here on the Buffaloes. Number 2, So he's going to try to avoid going for the trifecta here.
Well, the golden sombrero is not what you want.
No golden sombrero.
Not this early.
All right. 1 out of 3, and it's a 2-1 advantage for the visitors. El Capitan, drive and dump. Duda, power move, short, but a foul. In between Range and Campiati. Looks like Range.
Yeah, Range got the body on him as Duda was trying to give his fake to go up, and we saw this several times last night where the big man in the offensive set just got the ball and went straight up. When you go to the ground and try and dribble in that situation, you're going to get either the ball stripped or you're going to lose it some other way.
Duda 1 out of 2, and Berciaja rips the rebound. A 3-1 lead for El Capitan. Drive it strong. Got it. Gino Campiati.
Several dangerous passes cross court in that sense, but they knew where their teammate was, and it opened it up for Campiati.
Working on the dribble, a veteran. T.J. Wills was 20. Now take it to the bucket. Tough luck on the wobble out by Mark Sellers. Rebound, Manteca. Enders shoves it up the sideline to Range. A 3-3 tie. We're 90 seconds in, and happy to have you along for the ride. Sedano, over and off, and it's going to be awarded to the Gauchos.
Went over and back the backboard for a turnover.
Inside to Duda, easy money.
Nice soft touch pass from McCutcheon to Duda, and Duda's got the height to compete with Manteca. They don't have the height to guard him, really.
Range, low, Campiati, got it.
Duda had his hands up in the defensive position you have to stay in, but just went up a little bit too late.
A 5-5 tie. McCutcheon a kick out. Jay on the way, falls short on the miss by T.J. Wills.
Well, it was a good play. Wills had an open shot.
Campiati wants more and gets it.
Drive down the side of the lane and went up. Not really a hook shot, but not really a floater either, kind of right in between the two. Nice touch off the glass.
Well, he's got 6 of their 7. Substitution, Sellers out.
Greenwood.
And yes, a reliable 6th man. Dylan Greenwood wearing number 5 for the Gauchos. Drive it strong, McCutcheon got it.
Nice touch, he was a little off balance.
Silky smooth. A 7-7 tie. Up the floor. Sedano, Campiati. range. In traffic, a dish, blocked, grabbed, and recovered. Campiotti, a miss from outside. Nice box out. Gauchos have the rock.
They're always looking to get it in Serena's hand to bring it up.
Whistle and a foul. It's going to be a block on Ender.
Well, he just didn't quite get his feet set on that transition.
So TJ Wills sits down. Sellers back in, a short miss from close in, out of bounds to the Gauchos.
Well, it was a battle underneath the boards off that shot.
Okay, off the Manteca bench, backup guard Kyle Bolding, number 2, southpaw, senior guard.
Well, he's given Matthew Ender a quick break early on. Ender's a guy that you're going to like watching here, just the way he scrambles and scraps for things, rebounds, loose balls.
Sellers, drive on Campiotti, shut down there. Greenwood, a kick out. Serena, back rim, no, follows up nicely. Another possession for the Gauchos. Break up on the run, Campiotti's loose. Missed the dunk.
Campiotti saw that steal, got it, and blew the dunk.
Serena, a blow by and a kick out. Sellers left open, misses the tray. On the run, rebound. Look at that scrap, Serena.
Quick to get the rebound.
Greenwood a miss. Bolding with the rebound, and here come the Buffaloes. Campiotti in a crowd. Well defended, loose ball on the floor. Sedano, take it strong. Arch back, Jay, missed. A wild scramble and out of bounds to the Gauchos.
Yeah, it looked like the referee had called a foul.
There you see head coach Adrian Hurtado of the Gauchos up along that El Capitan bench. Into the ball game for the Gauchos. Backup guard Steve Yang, he wears 14.
And Dominic Navarrete too, down low.
And we have Tyler Dietz as well. Break up and steal, Bolding ahead, Sedano got it.
Nice touch by Bolding to lead Sedano so far. Just a nice easy layup for him after the steal. Good defensive play by Bolding.
3:20 to go, flip side of quarter number 1. Happy to have you with us tonight for Game of the Week. Deep J, back rim, no. Kept alive, Duda, follow up, down.
Yeah, it's Navarrete there.
Navarrete, a 6'5" twin, a 9-9 tie.
Good footwork, too, on his part.
Deep J, pow! Instant offense off that Manteca bench. Mike Ballard, 15.
Well, he's one of our impact players, and he came off the bench and hit one right away. You see it.
12-9. Long kick out to Serena. Yang flips to the corner. Sellers lines it up. A long miss. Rebound bobbled. Knocked out by Yang. So the Buffaloes have it. Spin the replay dial.
Take a look at Sedano here after the steal, the layup. Nice touch. Good play by Bolding on that one defensively, but also got the pass to him in the right spot.
2:34 left in a rapidly played first quarter here at Cosumnes Oaks High School. This is semifinal round action of the 9th annual Running with the Pack tournament. Sedano doubled. Bolding.
Good defense, make him pull up the dribbles.
Left open, Bolding buries a wide open 3.
He's got the ability to hit from there, and if they give him that much time, the left-hander is going to bury it all the time.
15-9, Manteca corner, J, air ball short, follow up, Navarrete missed it at point blank range. Whistle and a foul.
Take a look here on the play by Bolding. The pass back to him. The three-pointer up, buries it.
Undefended. So substitutions by both squads. Ender back on for Manteca, working there with Campiotti, Bolding, Uh-oh. Time out Manteca. It comes at the 150. Brent Lewis quick with the call to avoid the turnover there. And there you see him with his Buffaloes huddled around him. And this has been a very well played first quarter. I think we've only had 2 turnovers, 1 by each team. And we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 ties at 3, 5, 7, and 9.
And that's the kind of game I expect out of this tonight. I mean, it's a 6-point lead right now, and that's maybe as much as I thought it would be at the high point during the game. I think these two teams are going to match up very, very well in their own way against the other team.
I couldn't agree more, Mr. Stewart.
It's going to be interesting to see how the height for El Capitan really plays out over the full length of the game. If they can keep their players on the court doing what they need to do.
And we see a 2-2-1 full court zone pressure attack. Ballard hands off inside, and they stick it in easy.
Yeah, that was a very nice play by Ballard just to get the ball to Safi.
Turnover, Gauchos. El Capitan unraveling a bit here since a 9-9 tie, 8 unanswered for the Buffaloes. Near side inbound. Campiotti, Ender, Bolding, Campiotti. Try it again. Down!
Well, this is what's going to happen to El Capitan. They're going to have to play their game. They're going to have to control the turnovers because this is an experienced team, even though it's not a very veteran team for Manteca deep-wise. Turnover there, though.
Off the bench, creating havoc on defense. Sal Safi, number 12. A couple of big plays just now. Kickball violation. It will be Manteca to inbound far side with 1:06 left here in the first. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James, and delighted to have you with us this evening for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Ender, dump it low, Bolding a kick out. Baseline drive, a miss off the reverse layup. Sellers boards it and draws a foul.
Yeah, that was a good rebounding position there on the under the basket cross under play by Safia, and he just didn't get the roll he was looking for. He had everything there. He just didn't get the roll off the glass he wanted.
2 fouls on Matt Enders now of the Buffaloes, and he's replaced by Sedano. McCutcheon, nice stop and go move. Draws the foul there on the hesitation. Safi picking up the foul.
And McCutcheon's got a real quick first step. Take a look at it here as we replay. The good quick step he's passed and backside foul it looked like.
Well, he froze him with that hesitation. Free throw number 1 is on the button. 2 for 2 for McCutcheon, and he's in for 4 of their 11.
And El Capitan putting their partial press on.
Corner jumper, he can't wait. Ballard to miss. Flat foot rebound. Pulled down, controlled there by TJ Wills. 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
El Capitan's going to look for this good high percentage shot.
Shot clock off. 10 seconds. 9. Serena holding the rock with 5 seconds. Drive it. A runner. Tip try, no good. Follow-up Sellers, no good. There is a buzzer ending the first. After 8 minutes of the first of 2 semifinal round games here on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Manteca in charge, 20-11. Don't wander off. We'll be right back.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
As we open quarter number 2 here in the Runner with the Pack tournament, Manteca will inbound from the near side, courtesy of Gino Campiotti. Shoves it into Sedano, and we're into the second quarter now. Right now, Manteca by 9 at 20-11. Range, power up, juggle it, doubled, and lobs out of trouble. Bolding has been a major boost off the bench with a pair of threes that kind of broke open the game. Nice tap away, but controlled by Sedano. Feed low, loose ball, out of bounds to the Buffaloes.
It's good hustle by Tyler Dietz there too to try and break that up on that bounce pass. It was good bounce pass, but it was into traffic. So you got to be careful with those passes.
Duda and Yang back in for El Capitan. Ballard inbounds in traffic, bobbled away and grabbed by Bolding. Baseline drive. Ballard missed it. Rebound McCutcheon.
Nice position by McCutcheon to come up with that.
Break up by Sedano. Turnover. Number 5 on El Capitan. Campiotti powers inside, loses the rock, picks it up, misses the layup.
Wills good hustle on a rebound there.
TJ Wills take it across the foul line and kick out to point guard Angel Serena. We're just underway here in the second. Dump it low. Duda has it blocked. No call with some contact. Snap it ahead. Campiotti. Ballard. Bobbled out of bounds to the Buffaloes. They may have been fortunate to get that call.
Yeah, I think they were. McCutcheon looked like he had it and it was real close to bouncing it off one of the Buffaloes out of bounds.
So Ballard inbounding, baseline right. High, deep lob. Campiotti takes it in the backcourt. 6.5 to go, early second. The ball out of bounds, and it's going to be awarded to Manteca. Nice quick hands out there defensively by those Gaucho guards.
Well, and that's what the Gauchos are going to have to do with guard play, because their guard play is a little bit shorter than the Manteca guards, but you know, the front line for Manteca is not quite as tall as El Capitan, so it's a balance there, but the guards for El Capitan have to be real careful.
Sedano, Bolding, a shove off, no call. Campiotti right into the teeth, a kick out, Bolding, a miss. Shot clock violation.
Good defense by the Gauchos there to keep Manteca moving the ball. And sometimes you can move the ball so well you lose track of time.
Also lack of recognition by the Buffaloes on that. So McCutcheon will inbound far side directly in front of the Gaucho bench. Trailing by 9. They went into a scoring drought to close the last 2.5 minutes of the first quarter.
But how much of that was a Manteca defense too?
Away from the ball, a hold. Range got clipped on that one. And that is 2. So both Ender and Range with 2 fouls each for Manteca. Angel Serena, senior point guard for this outfit, goes to Sellers. McCutcheon. Duda. McCutcheon drive on Sedano. Whistle and an over the back foul, looked like. Let's wait for the official call. So it's going to place McCutcheon at the foul line. Sedano is going to get tabbed for the foul. First on George. Bolding out.
Josh Ruiz in for Manteca.
Solid backup guard. McCutcheon good on number 1. Good looking junior prospect there. In and out and in. 4 for 4 from the stripe and a 6-point total. 6 of their 13.
And that's what we like to see. Free throws made.
Baseline drive. Sedano kicks it. Ruiz hemmed in by Serena. And they swing it. Campiotti always in an attack mode.
He's going down for that ball all the time. And he was yelling a little bit about a foul there on that case, and it wouldn't put it past the arm to have been hit at that time, but he was off on the shot. So
Greenwood drive on Ballard. Reverse layup. Sweet money.
Nice touch by Greenwood to go all the way through and use the basket for protection. Greenwood diving for the loose ball there, too, out of bounds.
So it's clear that Manteca has been on the schneid. Coach Brett Lewis down there talking to Sedano at the end of the Buffalo's bench. They're frozen on 20. They haven't scored in 3.5 minutes. Bolding shy of the timeline, goes to range. El Capitan picking up tough on defense now. Ballard, off balance runner, banks off long.
Tried to force that one.
Up the floor, Sellers from McCutcheon. Now they settle and reload with Angel Serena at the controls. 4-minute mark, midway second. 20-15. El Capitan creeping back into it after trailing by 11. Down, Angel Serena.
Nice move by Serena to get himself free in the lane, and then took another half step to the side to clear the lane for the layup. Nice play. Okay, look at the replay here. Take the step around, protect the ball, lay it up. Two-point game now.
3-point play, 20-18. And the 11-point lead is a virtual memory.
7-0 run by the Gauchos.
Campiotti double. Bolding. Ballard. Well defended. Nice offensive board try by Range, but here comes the little man, Angel Serena. Big trip up the floor, trying to tie or go ahead. Jay is missed. McCutcheon to Sellers. Kick out, I should say Greenwood. Now Sellers has the rock with 3:12 to go.
It was a nice rebound there by Serena, who couldn't get the rebound but just punched it out to his team at the top of the circle.
Risky pass there, but McCutcheon tracks it down.
Campiotti's always looking for that pass to jump out and knock it away.
Lob, high post, dump it back low. Tapped out of bounds by Ballard, who thought it was last touched by McCutcheon. Duda back in, replacing Wills for the Gauchos, who trail it by 2. Major possession here to try to tie or go ahead.
Only 6 seconds on the shot clock, too.
Feed low, Duda in a crowd, trouble. Bad pass, shot clock violation. Credit the Buffalo's defense, and an opportunity for the Gauchos slips away.
Well, and it was really a lot of, you see Brett Lewis there, the Manteca head coach, his team put a lot of pressure on the inbound pass, forced Duda to put it on the ground, and that's when bad things happen for the offensive team.
Sedano, Ballard fires away, short, not this time. Excellent job, TJ Wills, tracking the rebound. Now 2:20 to go. Sellers, bank shot missed, tapped twice. Wills after it, stolen away by Range.
Wills was going up sure-handed with that, and Range just reached in and no, you're not.
Sedano fakes it, has it stripped away and stolen. Great D there, 2-1, take it strong, blocked. Bolding with the rejection. Or was that Ruiz? But heck of a defensive play. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look at that on the
They
replay.
were trying to tie the ball game here.
Block there.
Bolding. Time out. It comes at 1:50. It's a 30 for El Capitan as Adrian Hurtado wants to talk it over. There you see the Buffaloes bench for Manteca, clinging now to a 2-point edge. And there's Coach Hurtado and the Gauchos that had an opportunity there, but unable to get a look or a shot before the violation.
Well, and I think if they had gone, instead of just the second person taking it in on that play, pass it right back to the guy that gave it to you, and then the defender's going from side to side, and he's not going to catch up to it, where he just went into it and Bowling could time it well and get the block. There's only a minute 50 left in the quarter, but Manteca is looking at a goose egg right now for the quarter.
Yes, they are. Isaac Bill into the ball game for Manteca. Boulding, a bad pass picked off on the run. Transition. McCutcheon for a tying bucket.
Nice play by Tyler Dietz there to get the ball to him in stride.
Take it strong, Sedano, a layup down.
Big play for Sedano and Manteca.
Go ahead bucket, 22-20, Buffaloes. McCutcheon kicks out, corner J, pow! Nothing but money, Steve Yang.
Good shot, wide open, had the time on it, nice touch.
Go ahead bucket, 23-22. Deep J, Boulding down!
Boulding's gonna keep hitting those all night long as he gets that much time.
A whistle at the other end, hard working. Mark Sellers. Believe that's another foul on Range. And it places Sellers at the stripe. He's scoreless thus far, but he'll be up there to shoot a pair.
There's the replay. Boulding's three-pointer.
Agonizingly rolling the rim and trickling off. Less than a minute remaining in the half. Want to remind you, Rick Stewart will be visiting with the respective head coaches. 1 out of 2 for Sellers, 25-24. Sedano doubled, in trouble. Poor pass on the floor. Time out taken from the bench by heady Brett Lewis, and it comes with 32.7 left. It's a 30, and we're looking at a 1-point ball game here. Manteca, after busting a 9-9 tie, was able to sneak out for an 11-point lead, but things have tightened up since then. Okay, Kyle Boulding, the southpaw gunner. There you see nothing but net for his third 3 of the night. He's got 9 of Manteca's 25 off the bench. So back to action. Boulding will inbound for Manteca, baseline left. Looks to Range, gets it to Range against the smaller Serrano. Jump shot, missed. Tough play on the boards, follow up, Range down. That was a great effort by Josh Ruiz to keep that ball alive, 27-24. 10 seconds to go. Whistle and a foul. And Ruiz holding McCutcheon, who's going to go back to the stripe where he's been making a living tonight. Four for 4. Toss in a couple of field goals. He's running with an 8-point total. In and out this time. McCutcheon, good looking, sleek junior swingman, misses both. A whistle and a stoppage. And Brett Lewis not liking any of this. He's totally confused by the official's call right now. He was trying to get range off the floor, I believe. And are they going to call a technical foul here? I do believe. So Angel Serena will stroll to the line to do the honors for El Capitan. Brett Lewis still heated up along that Manteca bench. Free throw, no. There you see Coach Lewis still barking and really giving Aaron Dickerson an earful. 1 out of 2 for Serena on the technicals. And the Gauchos will get the rock with 6 seconds left. McCutcheon to inbound at midcourt, defended by Ruiz. A breakup and a steal, but a whistle and apparently a foul. It is a foul call. They call it on Steve Yang of El Capitan. So they'll inbound over. 3 seconds left. Ruiz, feed low, turnaround jumper. Air ball, no. So the half ends in a wild flurry. And Manteca clinging now to a mere 2-point lead after once holding an 11-point edge. At the half, 27-25, Manteca by 2, and this game is developing into the spicy encounter we thought it would be. And I believe it's going to stay sticky the whole way through. We did see Manteca have a mini run to go up by 11, but a nice response by El Capitan to tie it at 20, and it's been sticky ever since then. Well, our Rick Stewart is standing by with Manteca Buffalo's head coach. We'll go to him in just a moment, but I'm quite sure that Coach Lewis is concerned about his team's inability to hold on to the 11-point lead. Let's turn our attention to Rick Stewart.
Lewis, first half impression.
We started the first quarter out like exactly how we wanted, you know, defensively and offensively, and we got away from what we wanted to do, you know, and stopped sharing the ball, and we couldn't score in that second quarter.
Was it their pressure defensively, or was it just you guys not communicating?
No, we got selfish. We weren't trying to run. We weren't running stuff that we were calling. You know, we got to be better than that.
What's the one key in the second half?
Got to stay out of foul trouble and look to score.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half. All righty, we'll send it back upstairs to Will.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stewart. Appreciate it. And won't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting to hear each of these halftime discussions? We are in Elk Grove tonight at Cosumnes Oaks High School, and we're at the halfway mark of the first of 2 semifinal ball games in the 9th annual Runnin' with the Pack Christmas Classic here at Cosumnes Oaks High School. Stick around. Lots more to come on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort,
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything. Oh, sorry. Go along, son.
it's always worth it.
Whoa, master!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Gear up, guys.
Well, it's nice to have you with us this evening. We're at the intermission, and presently we are at the halfway mark of the first of two semifinal round tournament games here on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. In this matchup, El Capitan of Merced is taking on Manteca, and what looked like it might have stretched out to be rather one-sided early in the first half, with Manteca jumping to an 11-point lead. Things tightened up dramatically with an El Capitan rally to open the second quarter, eventually tying the ball game at 20 and keeping things close to where it now stands at 27-25, Manteca by 2. This is anybody's game. I think both teams had a little bit of early game jitters, but have settled down now and getting some rhythm to their game. But I think this will be very tight the entire way. Okay, let's turn our attention back to Rick Stewart.
All right, Coach, first half impressions, Coach Hurtado?
It was a good one. It was a good one. We're excited. We're excited with the pace. They hit a few threes, that got them going. We went down. I'm proud of our kids. We're staying composed, bought into the system. We fought back, a couple more rebounds, guarded a little bit. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, now it was 20-11 after one. You held them down for almost the whole second quarter without scoring. Was that your defense, or what was going on there?
It was finding number two. Number two has been lighting us up, so we just made a couple adjustments. Told them we have to guard a little bit, and our kids bought into that, gave us a chance to go down 2 a half, and hopefully we get on a couple runs this half.
What's going to be the one key you have to have in the second half?
We got to keep going. Momentum, continue to push the ball, and see if we can wear these guys out. They're pretty athletic.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send it back upstairs to Will.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stewart. This should be an interesting halftime talk for both of these schools. Right now, they're both back out on the floor. The discussions were short and to the point by both head coaches. As we mentioned a couple of times, this is the 9th annual Running with the Pack holiday tournament here, Holiday Classic at Cosumnes Oaks. And here's a little bit of history as the tournament originated in 2009. And St. Mary's of Stockton under Kenny Green took home the gold in that inaugural tournament. And then the hosts Cosumnes Oaks winning back-to-back in 2010, 2011. Then Capital Christian taking the title in 2012, but the hosts came back in 2013 to win their third. And then it's been a string of high-powered visitors that have taken home the trophy the last 3 years. Liberty Ranch in 14, Manteca in 15, and Wood Creek a year ago. That's some heavy lumber there. Of course, Jordan Brown, the 6'11" high school All-American, leading that victory surge for Wood Creek.
And that 2015 Manteca win was the year that they went and won D1 championship of the state. So that was their year.
An imposing lineup, so much so that all 5 starters received college Division I scholarships. And what an imposing front line with Wooten and Hudnall and Verhoeven.
Yes.
About as tough as they come.
About as tall as you'll ever see.
Well, the tournament bracket is something to behold. And there you see we're in the top half of the bracket. Manteca topping Foothill to move over. El Capitan dismantling Fairfield. So that's where we are on the top. And then this evening, a little bit later, bottom half, in opening round action, host Cosumnes Oaks tops Vista to move to the winner's side, while Elk Grove handled Bradshaw Christian. So that's our nightcap. Cosumnes Oaks hosting Elk Grove in game number 2. So any of those 4 really have the juice to go all the way. It'll be interesting to see who plays clutch and who stays calm.
Well, and that's it. And that, I think the feeling you get with El Capitan is they're not afraid of this big stage. You know, they've won a few games. There would be people that would say who they beat, but at the same time, they played very, very well last night. They're playing very well tonight against Manteca, a little bit turnover heavy, but I think that could just be stepping up and playing a team that has the reputation that Manteca does.
Both clubs back on the floor. We're ready to begin third quarter action. Manteca right now on top by 2, 27-25, but the visitors inbound as McCutcheon shoves it into point guard Angel Serena. Defended by the taller Sedano. Sellers, pow! 3-ball derby.
Well, and that was a deep 3 that he hit, too. That's a lot deeper than he hit one last night. He didn't really score a lot last night, but he played good, solid ball all the game long.
28-27, it's a go-ahead bucket. Campiotti a miss due to rebounds. Loose ball, a steal, and a layup. Cashed in beautifully by Burciaga.
Yeah, Jordan was really aware of where he was and what he was doing. Tipped the ball to himself basically on the outlet pass and then went for the layup. Tremendous play, awareness.
McCutcheon misses the bank, gets it back, and misses from close in. Sedano has the loose ball up the floor now, blows past McCutcheon, and a steal there by Serena.
I think Sedano tried to be a little fancy there in the lane and backfired.
McCutcheon, Serena,
couple 3-pointers early in a half. That'll do wonders for your composure. It'll do wonders for your excitement. The team recognizing you can hit it.
Ender feeds low. A whistle and a foul as Sellers pops Gino from behind.
Take a look here on the replay. The 3-pointer there from Serena. Big basket.
So Campiotti to the stripe. It's his first time up there, and he's short on number 1. Duda out, checking back in, TJ Wills, number 20 for the Gauchos. Number 2 on the way, got it.
This looks like actually a real good lineup for El Capitan against Manteca. A little more mobile, so to speak. I mean, you don't want to say the dude is not mobile, but he's a big player. But these guys that are on the court right now are quick.
Deep J on the way, pops out on the miss by Serena. Range has the rebound. Campiotti has the pass from Ender. Picked off. Another turnover against the Buffaloes, and they return the favor. Campiotti has the steal, fires ahead, off Sedano and out of bounds. I believe he touched it last, and he did.
Turnover on Manteca. That's not what they want to do.
Well, Kyle Bolding checking back in for the Buffaloes, replacing Sedano.
Bolding gave them a huge lift in the first half off the bench.
Greenwood, McCutcheon feed low, Wills puts it in.
Nice pass by McCutcheon to find Wills down that low.
33-30. This scrappy defense really paying off for the Gauchos, but a whistle and a foul.
Take a look here on the replay of Wills. The pass to Wills off the glass. Nice touch.
The foul on Greenwood. Serena out, back in Steve Yang for the Gauchos. Bolding, deep J on the way, a long miss by Burciaga. Rebound and outlet by Wills as he snaps it up the floor. This is McCutcheon now. 5-minute mark, still early third. Tempo picking up here, 33-30. El Capitan, Greenwood, baseline drive. A bad pass picked by Campiotti.
Good defensive awareness there.
Range feeds low, a kick out. Campiotti wiggles inside, draws a foul on McCutcheon.
Yeah, McCutcheon went down for the ball and went for the fake and got caught with the body. He may have gotten a little bit of an arm foul there too as well, but Campiotti's got to make these free throws.
Number one is on the button. So Sellers comes out and he's replaced by Tyler Dietz. And for the Buffaloes, Range out and back in with more offensive firepower. Ballard. Campiotti misses number two. 33-31, poor free throwing by Manteca.
It's one of those things that, you know, the teams need to do, both teams, whoever they are.
Deep J. Wills, short, over and off. Nice rebounding effort there by Ballard.
Good position by Ballard. Knew where he was going to be.
Bolding, hard on the baseline. Ender.
Good handoff by Bowling to Ender right there in the right spot. Tough to handle. He had to juggle just a little bit before he went up, but he didn't dribble. There's the key. Put the ball on the floor, you lose it.
Greenwood, wheel and deal. Got it.
Nice movement by Greenwood there with that little spin move to get away from the defender.
He breaks a 33 tie, so El Cap up by 2. Whistle and a foul as Ballard got pinched in between Steve Yang and Tyler Dietz. So Wills and McCutcheon sit down. Sellers back in. Whistle. Greenwood, a hold on Campiotti, I believe. That's 2 quick ones on Greenwood. So he'll leave the contest. And Wills back on for the Gauchos.
Pretty small lineup for the Gauchos. I mean, Sellers and Wills are the tall players, but everybody else short guard-wise. You need to be quick here.
Campiotti, Nice rebounding effort by the small guard, Steve Yang. Flip side of quarter number 3 now at the 3:30 mark. 35-33, Gauchos by 2. Sellers, kick out. Dietz looking, who's open? Wills nearly stepped out of bounds there.
That was close.
Look at that wheel and deal. Sellers off the dish from Serena.
Sellers got a nice soft touch there, and with a pass like that, you're right there. You got nobody in front of you.
Layup, Campiati got it. Took a little contact.
Yeah.
37-35, airtight, just like we figured. We
Good
spotted
solid.
this one coming a mile away last night.
Yep, good solid game.
So Yang sends it off to Serena. They reset now. Dietz to Serena, working on Boulding. Back cut, Wills, kick out, Dietz. Nice rebound again by Yang.
Give yourself another possession. That's awesome offensive rebounding.
Wills loses the handle and picked up by Boulding. Another turnover on the Gauchos. Send it up the left sideline, bobbled and lost by Ballard.
It was a real hard pass by Bowling, and Ballard couldn't quite get his hands on it. Take a look here at Mark Sellers. Nice off the glass. That was on that deep pass. Take a look there at Gino Campiati there laying it up. Sellers there.
37-35. El Capitan out of Merced, hanging tough with the Manteca Buffaloes. Yang, kick out, McCutcheon short on the run, Boulding, bobbles, snap it ahead, range to Sedano. Ballard has the cross court. Boulding.
Good defense by Yang, staying with his man.
Feed low. Last touch by Range. Turnover by Manteca.
These are the times that El Capitan, the Gauchos, have to take advantage of those turnovers. Got to score.
Angel Serena badgered in the backcourt by Kyle Boulding. Take it down the slot, lose it. That's a turnover.
Yeah, it was bad play there.
Whistle and a foul on McCutcheon to bust up the transition. On the surface, a smart play, but he's now in foul trouble. They can ill afford to have McCutcheon riding the pine because of fouls.
Well, we'll see how he plays.
Wow, Serena with the tap away, another turnover. And the return steal. Full speed screaming layup, Sedano.
Sedano knew where he was going right there and just put it up. A lot of pressure coming at him. No real foul pressure, but had to hurry his shot and put it in the right spot.
Another tie, this time at 37. Less than a minute to go here in the third. Deep J, Sellers is short, he follows. Kept alive, wide opens. Serena short on the run rebound. Ballard, zigzag move past McCutcheon. Feed low, tapped away, out of bounds to Manteca.
Take a look here at Gino Campiati. There's the steal by Serrano. And the layup.
Yang out, Greenwood in for the Gauchos. We're knotted at 37 with 38 seconds left here in the third. Whistle away from the ball. Campiati committing a foul on the screen.
Yeah, that was just a real close call, but it was a hard screen, and it stood out there because it was close, but not actual.
Angel Serena with Boulding defending. Wills now snap to Greenwood. Shot clock and game clock almost identical, about 20 seconds to go. Angel Serena. Here's Wills now with 10 seconds. High post feed. Duda. Return pass. Blocked. But a foul on Campiati.
Campiati can't believe that he didn't get that one clean.
Wills will be at the stripe. Presently running with a 4-point total. First time he's been to the line this evening.
take a look at this foul. Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, Campiotti must not have been looking, or he wouldn't have argued the play.
He must have thought he still had his football helmet on.
Pair of free throws by Wills, 39-37. Deep J Sedano short at the buzzer. We have played 3, and this game is warming up. After 3, 2-point lead for the visitors, El Capitan. We'll be right back. Don't wander.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back. We open fourth quarter action, and the tension is up a few more notches. 39-37, El Capitan. Deep J Sedano down, and another lead change. 40-39, Manteca.
And that's a three-point shot that Sedano wanted just a few seconds ago before the quarter ended, too.
Stop and go. Wow. Kept alive. Here's Wills. Down!
Big shot by Wills. Another lead change.
Campiotti muscles in and scores off the glass.
Well, you got to hand it to Campiotti. He really does know how to use the body.
Another tie, this time at 42. Second half has been filled with lead changes and ties. Greenwood drives Sedano, missed. Duda follow, no. Duda follow, blocked out of there by Sedano. Greenwood salvages, another try for the Gauchos.
Good play, just back out, start all over again. Good hustle by Duda underneath on the boards on that play.
Sellers on Campiotti, loose ball, a turnover.
Sellers let the ball get away from him when he was dribbling against the defender.
Ender, the veteran, hands to Sedano, who juggles, nearly travels. Campiotti banks it home, but it's a charging foul against the Manteca guard.
Take a look at Wills here. The pass back out, sets up. Defender doesn't jump at all. And take a look at Campiotti on his muscle shot against the glass.
42-42, 6:15 to go, early fourth. This one's been a doozy. McCutcheon to Wills, zigzag dribble on Ender. Tap away, nearly stolen. And it's a backcourt violation caused by Burciaga.
Well, I think the Buffalo's got a little bit of a break there because it could have been called off Burciaga's hand going into the backcourt, and the referees didn't call it that way.
I agree with all that. However, here's Bolding working against Angel Serena. Sedano, feed low, off Campiotti, a turnover.
Yeah, off the foot.
Unofficially, 10 turnovers for Manteca, 13 for El Capitan.
Well, it's an even game all the way around.
Yang back in for El Capitan. He's handling right now, working on Ender. Wide open, does not shoot. Serena, Sellers, up for the board, Duda tough. Lots of contact, no call,
Good
but
hustle.
El Capitan salvages. New shot clock.
Good job by Duda underneath, wrestling with the ball, but also saving it.
McCutcheon. Greenwood kick out. Here comes the little man. He draws a foul. Angel Serena.
Good hustle, knew what he wants, saw the opening, drove for it, knew he was going to get contact, and he did.
Burciaga with the foul.
Take a look at it here as he's driving. Boom. Nice little shot there.
Serena 2 for 3 from the stripe this evening.
And these are all huge free throws for both teams at this point.
That one is a tie buster, placing El Cap up 1, up 2.
Nice touch.
44-42. Down the stretch. Isn't this the house where most of the overtimes are played?
I believe it is.
Sedano shot blocked by McCutcheon, but Ender fouled by Greenwood on the follow-up.
Ender got the ball down low. You can see it here. There's the shot, a little bit deflected. Ender comes up with it, turned and got the hack.
Nice touch by the veteran, Matthew Ender. Duda sits down. So it's Yang, Sellers, McCutcheon, Greenwood, and Serena, 2 for 2.
And Ender's one of those players that makes the little plays that you need players like that all the way down your roster in different places, whether they're starters or whether they're bench players.
Greenwood drive on Sedano, loose ball, kick out, and they reset now with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bolding, defending. McCutcheon now. Drive on Campiati, left-handed flip, it's down.
Nice touch by the big guy there against Campiata. You know, it's a lot of defensive pressure.
Timeout taken. It comes midway third at the 4:19 after the visitors have gone up by 2. We'll be right back. Do not go away. Lots more to come. Well, nice to have you join us at just the right time. We're midway in the fourth quarter. 46-44, El Capitan, a 2-point lead over Manteca, and a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Wow,
Greenwood.
He's been active, and I don't know how many fouls that is on him, but it's probably 4. So Sedano at the stripe for the Buffaloes to shoot 1 and 1.
And this is the advantage for the Buffaloes being in foul trouble. Well, El Capitan being in foul trouble, so the Buffaloes will be shooting the rest of the night. Or at least the rest of regulation.
One out of 2, tapped, kept alive, salvage, range inside, missed, tapped, missed by range, breaking out of the package, Wills. 1 out of 2.
Good play by Wills to turn around and not, because he was dribbling right into trouble.
Whistle and a foul on the drive. Sedano
picked up the foul, it looked like.
Non-shooting. Yang sits down for the Gauchos. Inbound, missed, but a foul. Probably on range.
McCutcheon got that ball and just went straight up with it. He caught it high, went up and got hit at the same time.
First free throw is on target.
Good free throwing by El Capitan the last 2 nights we've seen.
2 out of 2. Relay ahead. McCutcheon with the steal.
Good awareness by McCutcheon, knowing where the passing lane was going to be. Stepped right in and grabbed it.
48-45. El Capitan by 3 with 3.5 to go. McCutcheon leans in and draws another foul.
Nice drive by McCutcheon to pick up the defender. Looked like they called it on range. Matthew Ender steps back in for Manteca. Sedano goes out.
McCutcheon, pair of free throws.
Good touch on that free throwing.
50-45. Capitan fouled by McCutcheon. And they've got some serious foul trouble now.
Take a look here on the replay after this free throw.
Capitan misses number 1. He has struggled up there. He's 2 out of 5 as McCutcheon sits down with his foul trouble, and back on the diminutive, Tyler Dietz, number 2, got it.
On the other hand, it's another ball handler for the Gauchos that they can use at this point to make sure that they've got a good, solid offensive play going.
50-46. El Capitan by 4 with 3:10 to go. Swinging around the horn. Dietz drive, baseline, layup, missed, range of flat foot rebound.
Defensive pressure. Dietz left it just a little bit short off the glass on the side grip.
Capitan on top, but here's range.
Drive the baseline and force it up. Now, earlier in the game, El Capitan was doing a real good job of shutting off the baseline. Got a timeout here on the floor.
It comes at 2:45 of the 4th. And what would they be saying in that huddle, Rick?
Well, I think both huddles would be saying something different. We can see the Manteca here. There's Raines dribbling down the side, a little bit of contact. Serena kept his arms up, didn't go into the body or anything like that. Manteca's talking about just doing the right thing with the ball and keeping control of it, not losing track of it. El Capitan may well be saying the same thing, but just composure. Just be cool. Got Sellers and McCutcheon in there as the big man. Wills also as well. Serena and Yang are also in there to handle the ball.
Okay, Serena snaps it ahead to Wills. He's played well. Jump hook in the key. Down!
Nice soft touch by Wills. Hit the front rim and just rolled to the back and just came through. Nice touch.
52-48. Knocked down at midcourt is McCutcheon. Here's a steal taken away from range. 3-on-1, a layup. Missed! Stolen away by Ender as he took it 2-and-1. Range has his layup blocked. Bobbled out of bounds by Capitan. And the Gauchos have the rock.
Big play for the Gauchos. Good defensive pressure. They probably could have gotten called for a foul on that last offensive play for Manteca, but they didn't. The ball scrambled around and went off Manteca. Buffalo's out of bounds. Tough turnover at this point.
2-minute mark. Things getting tight. 4-point lead for El Capitan as we come roaring down the stretch. And an unlucky turnover there on a miscommunication. Wow.
I'd say that's the first thing that I've seen Serena do wrong in 2 nights. And not necessarily his fault. He was going back out to his defender, or his teammate who was driving towards the lane, cutting towards it, trying to get open.
Ender up the floor. Things getting dicey right now. Manteca trying to come back from a 4-point deficit. 1:45 to go. Ender down.
Off the glass. Nice shifty little move on the baseline too. Didn't really drive the baseline, but started baseline, came back out.
Minute and a half to go. 2-point lead. El Capitan trying to hold on. Manteca scrapping on defense. A layup missed, but a foul on Bolding or Campiati.
Looks like it's to be Bolding. Take a look here at Matthew Ender here driving, steps out, nice soft off the glass. Nice control move by Ender.
9 team fouls on El Cap, 8 on Manteca. Minute 23 to go. 2-point game, free throw, good.
Big free throws for both teams, but especially El Capitan. El Capitan wants to come out here and snag this victory and stand up and say, I can beat you guys.
Number 2, down.
Nice touch by Serena.
Pair of free throws. 54-50, 1:20 to go. Manteca on the hook right now. Sedano into 3 defenders. Arch back jumper short, range, pump fake layup, good.
Nice play by Range. Got the defenders up in the air and then went up.
54-52, minute to go. Stop and go. Serena to Yang. Here's McCutcheon. Runner missed, but a foul.
Take a look here at the replay on the foul. McCutcheon with the ball driving. Got to reach in on the foul. Looked like it was on Bolding.
So McCutcheon to the stripe where he's been dynamite this evening.
He's got that nice soft shooter's touch there on that roll. Front rim just kind of rolls around and goes in. Second free throw. Buries that. 56-52. Bolding.
56-52. Fade away, Jay Ender.
Nice defensive pressure, and Ender just went in and knocked the defender just a little bit. Not a charge, not the defender foul, but just got enough room to turn and take the jumper. You can see the Manteca bench right there. And Ender is one of those players that just does what you ask him to do.
Timeout on the floor with just 42 seconds remaining, and I really don't believe we could have asked for anything more than what we figured out last night after watching the opening round.
Well, when we knew that these two teams were going to match up, we had some conversation between the two of us last night, and we both knew that each team had a strength over the other one. The other one didn't have quite the balance to stop that strength, but both strengths were strong. El Capitan has a little bit more size. Manteca has a little bit better shooting, the deep shooting, but you know, the guard play that they have there, they're taller guards, and that takes a little advantage away from the El Capitan height advantage. But both teams played well last night, and they deserve to be here in this game, and this is exactly why. It's just a 2-point game.
Free throwing is likely going to be the difference in this one. Just in this quarter alone, El Capitan's hit 10 free throws, Manteca 4. Overall, it's even a greater disparity. Baseline inbound, McCutcheon snap it into Yang. 40 seconds to go, a 2-point game. Bolding, defending, Serena. 30 seconds. Near breakup by Sedano. Drive it strong, Will has it blocked away, but run down by Serena, who's fouled by Sedano.
Yeah, it might be a costly foul.
He was just up there moments ago and drilled a pair on the evening. 6 out of 7, 5 fouls on Sedano.
Yeah, Sedano played a very, very good game tonight. Tough offensive night for him. Didn't hit quite the shots that he wanted to, but he played very, very well.
Unofficially, I've got him for an 8-point total, including a 3-ball. But Angel Serena at the stripe is wearing it out.
Tremendous free throw shooting by El Capitan, especially in the second half.
2 out of 2. Another 4-point cushion, 58-54. Here comes Manteca. Ender again.
Ender just took his man down low and the defender didn't have the height to stay with him. Went low, bodied up a little bit, put it off the glass.
Full timeout, but we're going to keep it right here with 16.7 left. And a 2-point game. Ender twice in a row has hit immediate buckets to keep Manteca within 2. And scoreless in the first half of this game. He's connected for 10 in the second half.
And those are huge 10 points. I mean, he had 3 or 4 drives at least that they needed to score on the possession. A couple of them were, kind of bounce the ball around. The defenders get it. It kind of slops around a little bit. And he comes up with it and puts it in the right spot, the right time, the right way, doing it. And that's a tremendous type of player to have on your team.
The free throw disparity I spoke of, El Capitan has connected on 18 free throws.
Wow.
Manteca 7.
Wow, well there's your difference right there. I mean, imagine all things being equal, Manteca is sitting on the lead without that kind of disparity.
McCutcheon to inbound, defended by Burciaga, gets it into Serena, doubled immediately, good ball handler, snap it ahead to Wills, who's grabbed and fouled by Campiotti.
Kind of a little bit of a late whistle there, too, on Campiotti foul.
So he's close to being on the exile list in foul trouble. I guess that's number 4.
Yeah.
We do not have the benefit of that on the scoreboard. Will stumbles it home. Well, he's been quite an unsung hero tonight. Timeout taken. 59-56, 9 seconds left. A full time. And we'll be right back in a brief 30 seconds. Stay with us. The exciting conclusion here. This is it. TJ Wills at the stripe, trying to increase on a 3-point lead for El Capitan, and cannot. 1 possession game, 7 seconds. Campiotti, they need a 3. Here it comes. Back rim, no. Serena boards it, and this ball game is over. What a thriller it was as underdog El Capitan comes through in the clutch to pull out a 3-point victory over tough Manteca, having overcome an early 11-point deficit to get back in the fray.
Well, and it was a tremendous battle tonight.
Manteca played well, but they just didn't get to the foul line. They spent a little bit more time working the ball around, taking some outside shots, where on the other side of that coin, El Capitan was working around, but they were looking to drive. When you look to drive, you get fouls, you get to the free throw line, you make them, you have a good shot at winning, no matter who you are.
Well, that's the way this first of two semifinal matchups concludes in the book. It's a 59-56 victory. And a quick look at individual scoring for victorious El Capitan. 18 points for McCutcheon, 13 for Serena, 11 for TJ Wills. Now, based on their excellent performances tonight, our players of the game. 2 of them for El Capitan, point guard Angel Serena and junior forward Marcus McCutcheon. As I mentioned, 13 points and 18 points respectively. And Gino Campiotti of Manteca, a 13-point total, player of the game. So that's the way it shakes out in our opener. Access Sacramento and the Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew wish to extend their appreciation to the Cosumnes Oaks High School administration, particularly Athletic Director George Smith, for their cooperation and assistance with the broadcast arrangements for this television sports production. The Hometown Sports Game of the Week is a special sports presentation of Access Sacramento in association with Play-by-Play Sports Productions. For Rick Stewart, Game Director Ronicia Harris, and the entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew, I'm Will James. We thank you for tuning in. Don't wander off too far, because we'll be right back with our nightcap. So long, everyone.
This program from Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week is available for purchase on DVD. For more information, call Access Sacramento, 916-456-8600, extension 0. This has been a Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast from Access Sacramento. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.